My friend. Everything's crazy. What about Hello, good morning. How are you? Have you already said hello to your neighbors? I don't think you have. Stand up and give them a high 10. Say hello, how are you? I'm so excited to be with you. Yes, please. You haven't said hello yet. Wonderful. Thank you so much for being here. First of all, I would love to hold for a moment the intention for Los Angeles, for the fires there. I'm also living there. My family got evacuated yesterday. And of course, I wanted to be here with my MindValley community. And so let's hold the intention, not just for that natural disaster, but many people right now, if it's through natural disasters or other kind of worldly issues, or evacuating from their home. And home is so important, as we're going to share about that today. So let's hold that intention. Let's just close our eyes for a moment, raise our hands, and send love and light to everyone that right now is evacuated or had to go to and leave their home for whatever reason, and tell them that you send them your healing, your love, your light, and that this community is with them. Thank you. All right, so today I'm going to share with you how your home shapes the virtual reality of your future. And so what we see is that most of the time people think it's all in the mind. But there's so much more wonderful manifestation tools that you can actually use to increase your new life that you are creating for yourself. And so one of the things I have learned over the years that there are 3 aspects that can help you to create your own virtual reality. And the first one is something we all already have done. We are born. We are born on this planet. Our soul has led us to this planet, and we are born in a certain country with certain family. Perhaps you don't like where you were born, but it was the reality of your soul. And some people would call that your destiny, your karma. My destiny was to be born in Belgium, in a beautiful town called Bruges. And so that was my reality. But also my reality as when I started was that I had some talents. And we sometimes are also born with some challenges. And so that is part of what we would call your heavenly aspect that you have created already before you came to this planet. Now, that original package, can you change that? Yes, of course, if you make different decisions. You actually, like what I did, living in Belgium, I moved to other countries. So that was a decision I made. But ultimately, that original package is staying with you all the time. You just can improve it. And so the second part is what we call the human luck. And the human luck is your human potential. And here in MindValley, all the people that are taking the quests and are part of the membership, you're really working on that human part. And that human part is to improve your thoughts, your feelings, your behavior, the actions you take, and to shape and influence the reality that you're creating for the future. So most people are not even aware of that second part. You're lucky. You already are aware that you can change. Most people are still stuck in that original package. They don't know they have the ability to change that. Of course, that ability needs to be practiced every day to move forward. Now, I know all of you are doing that. And give yourself really a tap on your shoulder because you're doing this already. And billions of people in the world are not doing that. And this is what MindValley Vision is helping us to educate ourselves how to improve our mindset, our behavior, and even our body. Now, the third part of that is the earth energy, your environment. So your environment can either support your human potential or block your reality by what you live in and how you have created your environment. So each of these levels stands for 33.3% of your manifestation luck. This is something I found out when I was 15 years old and when I had a near-death experience. After going through a major accident, I really asked my mentor I already had at that time, what did I do wrong? I mean, literally, I know my original package. I know my talents. I practice them. I was already meditating since I was 7 years old. I was already trying to be the best I could be. I was like at 15, a role model as a teenager. I mean, my parents were lucky with me. And so, but still, I had all these accidents happening and I was depressed. I was bullied at school severely. I had no friends. I was really not in a good place. And I remember my mentor saying, it is the place where you live. And actually, I was in a place that had almost no sunshine coming in. And I asked my parents to move into another place. And that place was on the west side of the house, where the sun was shining from afternoon till evening. And I changed it, and I still wear that color. I changed it by painting it in orange, because orange is actually a color of happiness. It's a color of celebration and joy. And I started feeling so much better. And I created a different outcome by placing images. I was drawing it myself. We didn't even have money to get posters to buy. I mean, Amazon did not exist. I couldn't go there. So I was just drawing everything myself. By doing that, I created another reality. So I would love to go deeper into how the law of resonance, who's actually the law behind the law of attraction, that your current vibration creates your future reality. That moment, I changed something. Now, I had the intention after my near-death experience, I received a message, what I was here to do. Now, I have to tell you, you don't need all to go through a near-death experience to know what to do, right? So that was like a special moment for me. I received that I was here to enlighten more than 500 million people. Now, I had no idea what that meant at 15. I would say now, if I would be 15, I would start a TikTok account. But at that moment, I was like, how can I be of service to my community, to my church, to my friends, to my school? So every day I set the intention. I am here to enlighten more than 500 million people. That was my own inner energy. So my own inner energy sets the tone for your outer space. It all starts with you. Even if you don't have a home, even if you are between homes, even if you're evacuated at this moment, your inner intention is still what guides you. And so that was my intention. And I would ask every day, universe, God, show me how. Now, I had no idea at 15 that one day I would be standing here in front of all of you in Dubai. I didn't even know the existence at that moment from Dubai. I had no idea I would become a feng shui master, that I would be speaking worldwide. I would be one day in the secret that actually got to 500 million people. So in that sense, I just had, the only thing was my intention. But I understood that I had to use my space to amplify my intention. I already knew that at 15, because a lot of you have your intention, but you don't use the space around you to amplify what you want. So I created a vision wall. And on that vision wall, I put all the images up from all the places I wanted to visit one day. Because my parents did not travel. We did not have the money for it. So I put out all these beautiful images, ideas that I had. I put it already out. So it was already in my outer space. Now, what you focus on in your space will grow stronger. And we're going to go deeper into that. But also there's another part, is in order to get the magnification, the magnet going, the amplification going, you need to let go of lower vibrations. And most people try to work on themselves and release their pain. Like yesterday, we did that with the process of forgiveness. And there's so many wonderful tools, even on MindValley, that you can go through. But I also have experienced that we also need to let go of the lower vibrations in your space, because your space can actually keep you stuck. If your environment is telling a different story subconsciously with the clutter that is around you, it will actually not help you to amplify what you desire. And the last part of the process we're going to go through today is that you need to be consistent to align yourself with the future you desire, not just once in a while. I did this from my 15 years on till now. I actually ask that every day still. Universe, God, show me how to enlighten more than 500 million people. And I still have no idea how it unfolds, but I'm consistent. So we're going to teach you a little bit about that, some very practical tools. I'm also going to share with you some very specific things for aligning 2025 with the best energy possible. And I'm going to share you like a top secret, the best number, because numbers are vibrations to use in this year. Are you ready for that? I'm not 100% sure. Are you ready for this? Okay, let's continue then. So let's go back to your inner energy sets the tone for your outer space. So you all have an intention already. And I think that's why you attracted to be here in Dubai with thousands of people, because you create already the environment, you got access to the environment that we would call MindValley, because MindValley is also a space. And so everything that you are has been reflecting any energy inside of you, has been reflecting outside of you. So it would be interesting for you to think for a moment back to the space you live in, you sleep in, and you work in. And you have perhaps some new insights. We just heard from some people, they want to be a speaker, they want to be a best-selling author. Is that environment, the space around you, reflect that? Or is it something completely different? Perhaps you are focusing on new goals for 2025, you want to manifest. But when you look back in your home, everything there is still talking about the last year. I was just recently in somebody's office, and a very famous woman, and everything that was there for the last 20 years did not change. There were still the books, the pictures from the last 20 years were still in her office. And I said to her, what are you excited about? She said, oh, I have a whole new direction I'm going. And I said, but look at your space. It still tells me you're stuck in the last 20 years. So why don't we start changing and upgrading the pictures? So you can start doing that yourself. You're going back home and you're going to look at your space, because your space right now is reflecting your inner energy from perhaps the last year, the last 10 years, perhaps the rest of your life. But is that ready for the future human you want to become, to express yourself? So I want you to really think about that. If you close your eyes for a moment and you go into your home, you open the door and you go into your living room. What does your living room, your living space looks like? Is there still perhaps pictures of your children when they were 5 and now they're 10? Perhaps you still have books out there or gadgets or symbols or paintings that you're like, that's not who I am anymore. That was who I was when I moved into that space. But I have worked so much on myself and I'm stuck because I did not upgrade my intention in my space. So think about your bedroom. Perhaps you were okay by being by yourself when you moved in, or you were in a relationship with a certain partner, and perhaps something has changed. Perhaps you got your wedding picture up, or you have images of people all by themselves. Is that still the reality you want to create for the future? So make some mental notes so that when you go back home, you're going to start changing that. Take now yourself into your workspace. Where do you work? Most of you perhaps work hybrid or online. Do you work in the kitchen? Well, in a kitchen, that's not really an office. Do you work in a bedroom? Your intention is very confused. Do I sleep or do I work? So always try to find a place where you can really work, sit down on your dining room table or workspace, a desk, because that is where the space around you will reflect your inner energy. So you can open your eyes again and perhaps make some mental notes already, like, oh, I need to really upgrade the space that I am living in. Now, your space acts as an amplifier of your vibration. So even if you have your own energy and your intention and you're very clear with your mindset, your environment has been blocking you to move forward, to grow, or it has been amplifying and supporting you. So in my office, I do have all the things that can help amplify my success. I put there my awards. I put there my books. I have images, of course, of the MindValley community out there. I have the logo of MindValley. I have, of course, a picture with me and Vision, and every year I get a new picture of the MindValley team, and I have even the team in my office because I amplify that. My intention is amplified in the space that I am. Now, how can you do that even more personal? Well, based on your birthday, there is specific areas in the space that you work, live, or sleep that you need to amplify. Feng Shui really is an energy system based on the flow of vibration. And your space is an active energy. It is not passive. So you need to create flow in it. Now, Feng Shui literally means wind and water. And you can have too much of it, but you need to find the right balance. Now, based on your birthday, there are certain directions, compass directions that in your space you need to focus on to amplify. And I'm going to give you some steps to do. So the first thing I would love for you to do is to download the free Mary Diamond app. You can go to your app stores, put in the word Mary Diamond, you can check out the QR code. And once you have it, you'll be asked to put in your birthday and your birth gender. It's connected with that moment when your soul came on this planet. Once you have put that in and accept also to get the updates of it, this is a free app you can go to. You will be receiving a message. What is your energy number? Everyone has a different energy flow. There are 9 types of energy flow. So that's between 1 or 9. I am a number 5. Somebody else can be a number 9 or 2 or 1. And that is the flow of energy for you for the rest of your life. This is how you will connect in with your environment. Now, some of you have already a numerology chart done. This is beyond this. So it possibly that you have a life number 7 and you're here number 5. So don't worry about that. This is a different calculation system. But one of the things, once you have done that, you will actually you will actually first get your energy number and you will click on your diamond compass. And you see the diamond compass here is actually a compass for the number 7. And that's actually visions, information. So what we see is that his success flow, right, for the number 7s is in the northwest, while his relationship flow is in the and that's indicated with pink, is in the northeast. There is a flow for health and a flow for wisdom. So there are 4 areas where your energy is the strongest for the rest of your life. So when you can work with that, I'm going to lead you through that, you will actually see you can start adding 33% of your amplification of your inner energy. So the first thing you will do is find that out. What are your good directions? And then another step that you will do is you will hold the app in your hand and you will see, looking out in this room, where is your strongest direction? So my success direction is actually where I'm standing right now. Yeah. So that's perfect. Right? I'm standing in my success energy and I'm actually looking at my wisdom direction, which is perfect, again, because I'm teaching, I'm sharing my wisdom. So you will start using that information and you will stand in the center of your workspace, your living room, your bedroom, and start looking what is in that area. What have I placed at this moment? What was the symbols? What are the colors? What are the energy that I placed there? If in your success direction, you have, for example, a garbage bin, do you think you have been amplifying your success? No, you have been putting it all in the garbage bin. So if you are into becoming a New York bestseller, for example, well, then put other books of New York bestsellers in your success direction. If you want to have more romance or more great connection with your family, you will put that picture in your relationship energy. So this is actually how you will be able to focus on your space and grow stronger by putting the right symbols, the right images in that area. I know some of you are following the life book. Some of you have journals. You have a vision board. So I place these things in my success direction because whatever I place there in the space where I spend more than 3 to 5 hours a day or night, so you do not put this in your success direction in your bathroom. Yeah. You don't want to spend that much time there. If you spend a lot of time there, I don't know, I think you are not in the right place. Yeah. So go for the areas that are, you spend your energy, your inner energy is what you want to amplify. So more information, of course, on this is into the Feng Shui for Life course that you have as a quest on the MindValley membership. But you can really be very creative there, right? So what you place there is something that is connect with your own inner energy. So it could be a color, could be a book, it can be a symbol, it can be an image that you place there. I give you an example. I was recently with the CEO of a top company, and I go to his office, and in his office are beautiful images, but most of the images were the paintings of his children who are 6 and 7 years old. And I said, that's really lovely. He said, yeah, I want to spend more time with my kids. I said, but your office needs to be growing and helping to amplify your business. So take all these paintings and put them in your family room, in your relationship direction. Here, focus on your business. Yeah. So every space has a value of that you can amplify. We also see that we need to release the lower vibrations. So things that we have around us, and most of us do have a lot of books that we have never taken out of the bookcase in the last years. We buy a beautiful book, we put it there. Of course, when you are very connected with an author, you perhaps have that book next to you on your nightstand, but still you are not opening it up. It actually collects dust, and dust is a lower frequency. So go through your space and especially use the 4 directions that you have here and first declutter the 4 directions that are related with you. You'll see there are some empty areas. In these empty areas, if you want to put clutter, I'm totally fine by that. But in the 4 major directions, always organize yourself and make it stronger. Because what we see is that when you have a space that is heavy or neglected and you're in that space all the time, how do you think your inner energy will start feeling? Will that grow or will it feel blocked? Clutter around you creates chaos in your mind and in your heart. And a lot of people are telling me like, Marie, I do everything with the law of attraction. I follow the secret. I do all the steps of all my amazing teachers and mentors, and I still feel I'm stuck to the next level. And I'm telling you, it's because your environment is telling a different story. So once I connected with Vishen, that was actually my question. How are things going in your business? And he was saying, yeah, it's going well. And I said, oh, you sure? Because he showed me his floor plan and I knew his best direction and said, based on your area, you really should have issues right now with the finances. And then, and he tells that publicly, it's in the foreword of my book, Your Home is a Vision Board. He said to me, well, we're actually, every month we've been losing $100,000. And this was in 2018. And I said, you need to change your desk. You need to activate the areas. You have to declutter the area. And he said, okay, I don't really believe in it, but I'm going to give it a try. And so he downloaded my app, started with that. And the next month, he made $800,000. And from that day on, it only grew because his environment grew stronger and his intention of creating a global platform started happening. This is how he, with all his strong intentions, he was now able to amplify that. So you need to really look into this area. Another part is consistency. So that means not because you do that right now when you go home and you leave it there for another year, that will be fine. You need to all the time keep looking. I have a new intention. I have a new goal. Is my environment still telling this? Now we have a new Chinese New Year starting in a couple of weeks, and it's the year of the wooden snake. The year of the wooden snake is all about grounding yourself, organizing yourself, structuring yourself to manifest your desires. And literally, your space is a place you can organize and structure yourself. Now, I'm going to give you some symbols that you can start working with. And this is beyond your personal energy number. What I'm going to give you is aligning your space with the new vibration of 2025. So the first one is your future money flow. Everybody wants some more money flow, right? So in order to activate the money flow for 2025, you need to place a bubbling fountain or an image of swimming fish in the southeast area of your workspace or your living room, not in your bedroom. In your bedroom, you should not work. You should make love, by the way. So focus on that area, yeah? And it will create more cash flow and prosperity. It's a very simple thing. It's something every year people ask me, where do I need to put my fountain? A real fountain if possible. If you are working and sleeping in the same place, during the day, you can have your fountain on. During the night, you close it off. The second step is you need to create the energy symbol for future romance. And that is both for people that are single and people that are already in a relationship. So the West this coming year is the strongest for attracting love. And so some symbols, and I just put them out here, thanks to ChatGPT, I created beautiful images for you. And one of the things you can place there is the image or reel 2 rose quartz hearts. Of course, if you have a lot of clutter in the West, you first declutter that area, because if you put some 2 hearts there full of clutter, these hearts won't work. Yeah. You can put 2 beautiful golden hearts or even lovebirds, especially if you want to increase your relationship luck. Now, some of you also want to increase your influence, your visibility, especially people that are influencers. You want to increase your social media. You want to be more seen in the world with your gifts and talents. Then the best area to activate is the East. And the East of your workspace or your living room. You don't need to focus that in your bedroom, because I don't want you to go on Instagram Live in your bedroom. Yeah. So what can you place there? You can put the image of peonies or real peonies if you have that, or a lush image or a real orchid. Something that is blooming, because you show that you're ready to bloom and spread your love. Now, the biggest feng shui secret I want to share with you is the luckiest energy numbers for 2025. And so we're going to share a little bit about it, and then we're going to move the energy and to feel it in your body. Something new that I would love to do with you. Now, the lucky number 1. So if you are looking for new numbers to add to your, I would say, prices that you need to bring forward, or you need new codes, bring in the number 1. What's that, the 1 for? The 1 stands for water. And when you bring the 1 in, you're actually bringing new opportunities, new possibilities, because water is always bringing in new vibration. And so if you want to enhance your career and your business, you need to focus on the number 1. I'm the number 1. So bring and place in your success direction a number 1, but especially in blue, because blue is really the color of water. And of course, there's a reason I have my outfit on today. I have some blue shoes on. Okay. So because that stands for the new opportunities that are coming. The second lucky number is 6. And 6 is actually the number of gold. Right? So I have my golden pants on because it actually stands for the flow of abundance. But more than just a flow of golden coins, it stands for the heavenly luck that comes to you. Like if you want promotions, if you want financial success, really the level of multimillionaires and billionaires. Yeah. So, or if you want to attract that kind of clientele, yeah, put something gold and even a golden 6 in your success direction. Also, it helps if you want to be the top influencer in your field. The other and the last number is the number 8. The 8 and the color for that is orange. Now you get totally my outfit for today. So orange is actually represents infinite wealth, and it actually stands for the mountain. So if you have cash flow from a career, you have opened up to be stronger and better in your financial wealth. You want to also invest through real estate. If you want to invest in other possibilities, you actually need to put in orange in your success direction, or the lucky orange 8. So, and it's only not is bringing you security for this lifetime, but for many generations. So in total, the lucky number is 168. Yeah. So when you say 168, you can add zeros to that, by the way. But you can never start with a zero. You cannot say 0168. You can do 1068, or you can double the numbers, 1168. Right? So in your new codes, use these numbers because you will attract more money. And even if you are feeling like stuck in your vibration, by just thinking about that number and speaking that number out, you'll be more lucky. So we're going to do a little exercise about that. But before we go there, this is what I want to share, is that your space is the most overlooked, powerful manifestation tool in 2025. And so when you want to really bring your dreams to come true, align your environment with it. So check out the Feng Shui Your Life Quest if you haven't taken that yet on the MindValley. If you want to follow me for more information, more free tutorials, you can follow me on Instagram, Marie Diamond Official. But now I would like to do a little exercise. So I would love for you to understand that everything is a color in Feng Shui, but everything is also a movement. So when we look at water, think about if you see a fisherman and he wants to bring in the fish. Yeah, he's actually pulling the money in. He's bringing in the vibration. So I would love to all for you to stand up for a moment. Yeah, and we're going to do some exercise, and then we're going to do it with music. So if you want to think about cash flow, I want you to think about blue and water, and you're bringing the water in and you bring it to your heart. Yeah. So bring the water in and bring it to your heart. Then when we want to go for the 6, we want to increase that. We're going to stand in the power position like, we're so proud. Just do that movement like, hey, I am so successful, right? I am the millionaire I always wanted to be. Wow, look at me. But you look at you not from an arrogant space, but from a place of confidence. Yeah, okay, we all got that. The 8 is we actually are creating infinite experience. So we're raising what we have and we're bringing it up and we're creating this big mountain and we bring back the water in and we're like, yes, I'm so excited about everything. I'm powerful and I'm growing it back and we're moving it over. So we're going to do an exercise now without music yet. First is I want you to partner with 2 or 3 people. I don't want anyone to be by themselves doing this exercise. And I want you to look at them. And as you're saying that, you're doing that movement, you have to say the number 1, 6, 8. Okay, let's try 1, 6, 8. Okay, great. Oh my God, I hope they're filming this. This is so fun. Okay, so go and look at somebody's eyes, right? 2 or 3 people. Don't make sure that nobody can be by themselves. Okay, let's do it together. You're ready? Okay, 1, 6, 8. Okay, one more time. 1, 6, 8. Okay, you got it. Now let's do it on music. So can I have the happy song? Okay, a little bit louder. Okay, we're ready? Okay, here we go. 1, 6, 8. We're bringing the gospel. We're so powerful. With infinity. We're bringing. Yes, we're so happy with it. We're throwing it. One more time. We're bringing it in. It's so powerful. We're moving it forward. One more time. We're bringing it in. Bring it to your heart. It's so powerful. And create an infinite wealth for everybody. Thank you so much. Oh my love. Happy New Year 2025. Bye.